Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. Welcome. Come on in. It's time to cook Sunday dinner, y'all. We're doing it today. We're doing Sunday dinner. So on the menu today, let me get my menu board so you can read it. I've got a big, well, let me tell you what. Let me go ahead and get started. Then I'll get the menu board going. I can just tell you what I got going on so I can go ahead and get it in the oven. Okay, let me get this a ground turkey sausage off the burner first. Okay, what I've got going on here, I'm going to do some strawberry barbecue chicken drumsticks. Y'all know I can think of many ways to do chicken. So what I've done here overnight is I've marinated them, got me a little complete seasoning going back on them again, some garlic powder, a little bit of garlic salt, some black pepper, some onion powder, and some unsalted that Box chicken seasoning. So I've let them sit overnight, so they've marinated really, really, really good with all those herbs on it. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and lay them out on this baking sheet and let them just bake. And then when they get baked as much as I think they need to be baked, I'm going to go ahead and start basting them with my strawberry barbecue sauce. Okay, and I'll tell you how I make my strawberry barbecue sauce. Let me get these drums in the oven and get them cooking. Because we want to eat about 3:30. It is now like 1 something. So, it's only going to take these drums about an hour, hour and 15 minutes to cook. Okay. That's done. So we got them on I just ham sprayed. This is, I think, 14 drums on here. And I'm just going to put them into the oven, 375 degrees, and I'm going to lay them in there just like this for 1 hour. And then what I'm going to do at the half hour mark, I'm going to flip them over. And then for the last 15 minutes of the baking process, I'm going to go ahead and start basting them with my strawberry barbecue sauce. So there we go. Ready to get those going. And then as I'm talking, I'm just going to keep right on talking because this meal has got to be rolling. So into the oven these go. There they go. They're in the oven now. And what I've done already, I've gotten started because guess what else I'm preparing today for Sunday dinner? I'm going to be making quiche. So what I've already done, I've sauteed some turkey sausage and I fried up some turkey bacon. So what I'm going to do, I've got to saute some veggies to go inside of my quiche. I'm going to be making 2. I meant to make 4 if only because then it just gripe you right in the side of your neck when you get ready to buy pie shells and they're already cracked up. Yeah, they were already cracked, so I can only find 2 that weren't cracked. Went back to the store and completely forgot to buy a couple more. So I am making enough filling for 4 quiche, 4 deep dish quiche. But I'm going to only be able to make 2 of them today, so that's why I got an extra lot of filling. This is 1 pound of Jenny-O ground turkey, and it's already seasoned. All you got to do is just brown it up like that. And let's see if I can put that. No, I better do it like this. I'm going to go ahead and put it into this container. So, and this is just the container I'm going to be using to my little reservoir for all my ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and get that going. So I got my ground turkey already done. Next, I'm gonna use the same skillet. Y'all know me. I'm gonna use the same skillet. I got me some olive oil over here that I've used. I had to pour some up, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna saute my veggies. Now, the difference in this quiche is gonna be the topping. So the topping that I'm using for these is the meat or whatever. I'm gonna use bacon for one, and the ground turkey sausage for the other one. So let's get that out of the way. Okay. So I hope y'all are having a God bless Sunday. I've got My veggies, I got some chopped asparagus. Y'all know I love asparagus. I got some green peppers. I got some multicolored peppers. And under that, I've got some red onion. I'm getting ready to just saute that all up. Doesn't matter how you saute it because all of it's going to go into this quiche. Okay? So, just get it going. Okay? And we're going to get... Okay? Well, I'm going to sort of kind of segregate the peppers and the asparagus. So it kind of sort of does matter. And if it gets mixed all up together, we're not going to have a screen mat. And then I'm going to get my red onion in there, okay? Alrighty. Y'all know that's going to be some good quiche, right? Okay. So, we're going to get these sauteed up. Of course, you know I got to throw a little seasoning on top of them. And we're just going to let those, it's going to take about 15 minutes for that batch to finish. I'm going to put on them garlic powder, one tablespoon of garlic powder. It's going to go over here. Get those two teaspoons of garlic powder. This is plenty. Okay, so that should be it. And then I'm going to put a couple teaspoons of complete seasoning on it. Remember how I told you when we put in the ingredients, we try to go ahead and get them seasoned each one on their own. And this is that chicken herb box. This is no salt in there. So remember, we're still on our low salt kick because our ground turkey does have some sodium in it. In fact, I need to look to tell you how much. So we're still trying to eat healthy and keep it tasty. So we're going to season that up really, really good because we want everything in that quiche to be yummy. Okay? And I'm going to add to that a little bit of smart starch. One on that side, teaspoon on each side. That's just going to help that saute process. Okay? And when they get nice and tender, we're going to just take them off the burner. And then we can get our other ingredients going and we can get start putting our quiche together. Okay? And this, you know, this could be any ingredient that you choose or you're choosing. As far as veggies are concerned, you can do broccoli. Matter of fact, I've got some fresh broccoli in there, but I'm not going to use the broccoli today because I'm making, guess what, broccoli salad. Haven't done that in a while. So, just going to keep this going. Like I say, I want this meal ready in the next couple of hours. I've done a lot of prep work because this meal today is sort of work intensive because it has a lot of ingredients to it. So when it's work intensive, I go ahead and chop my peppers, my onions, get all those veggies done, peel, wash, clean, all that done. Even though when I come from the grocery store these days, I go ahead and do a chlorine wash down on all my veggies and, you know, bag them and put them in the refrigerator. So last night all I had to do was just go ahead and get them ready for this, or rather this morning all I had to do was get up and just take them out and start chopping them. So this is all of the veggies that's going to go in those. And this is enough because you don't want too much going on that you can't taste, you know, one ingredient over the other. And that's going to have plenty of nice onions in it, as you can see. These onions are very tasty and they got that sweet red onion flavor. And this is just going to make this quiche be outstanding. These are deep dish quiche, y'all. So again, quiche, and especially if you're doing a lot of other things. And if I was doing just quiche, this would be like a piece of cake. Because really, this you could get up and make one of these, throw in a pot of grits and go about your business. And that would be just a real simple meal. But since I am making other dishes, this is work intensive. So that's why I started some of the process off camera, but I'm just sharing it with you now. Turn the heat down a little bit. Okay, they're doing nicely. Exactly what I want to do. So I hope you're having a God bless Sunday morning. I hope you got your got the new. I know everybody's got the news going. Got you some music going. You know, sometimes I get into my music mode, and like over the weekend, I'm gonna tell y'all, honey, I got into a Tracy Chapman mode. And I don't know how many of y'all know Tracy Chapman, but she's the one. She's my girl. Tracy Chapman is the one. She did a song. That song back in the 70s sometime. And back then, I didn't realize I liked her, but that song it has resonated over time. I'm just changing sides here. That side seems hotter. See how I did that? Just move it over and switch sides. I don't know why the stove does that, but it's doing it. So anywho, I'm just loving Tracy Chapman. And I vacuumed out my car the other day. And when I'm vacuuming my car doing certain things, I like to turn my music on. So I thought, let me turn some Tracy Chapman on, honey. I revved that volume up. And I got a pretty good little system in my car. Honey, my car got the best vacuuming it's had in a long time behind Tracy Chapman. So, and the song that I like, that I just play until the threads come off of it, Give Me One Reason. Now, I can hear some of y'all out there yelping now. You probably haven't even thought about Tracy lately. But that is one awesome young woman. Well, she's an older person now, but when she was out there back then, she made that. And she's still awesome. I don't know where Tracy is, if she's still performing, but in my 70s, I would love Tracy Chapman. If you're looking at my channel, or if anybody looking at my channel that knows Tracy Chapman, we need to hook up, girl, because I need to know. I'm going to Google and find out if she's still touring or where she is. I don't even know where the girl is these days. She is so awesome and so deep, and her voice is so rich, and her music just gets me down to my toenails. So anyway, I've been listening to Tracy Chapman. That kind of music is what I love. I'm a bluesy, jazzy, folky music type person. I must have played that Tracy Chapman clip 50 times while I was out there working on my vehicle. Okay, I'm going to take these off now because I think they're okay. I'm going to take them off. And they're going to sit off to the side till we get ready to put those quiche together. Now, the other thing that I've got to do is that I have to get my bacon chopped. Obviously, the ground turkey is already done. So I'm just going to take this bacon and chop it into some good-sized pieces. And then it'll be ready to put basically on top of the quiche. All the other stuff will go inside. The ground turkey, I will be incorporating it into the mixture. But the bacon, I'm just going to chop it real coarsely, and that's how it's going to go on. So hold on a minute, and I shall return. Okay, we're back. I'm going to go ahead and start putting my mixture together for my my filling. Okay, so we're going to use 3 eggs per deep dish. We need 3 eggs in there, and 2 cups of milk, and we're gonna need a cup of let's see, about a cup of milk and a half. So we're gonna a cup of milk and a half, 3 eggs, a teaspoon of either flour or cornstarch or something like that to help sort of put it together. But what I like to do with mine is put it through the blender or through my Ninja to just get it just beat out just as thin and as smooth and silky as I can, and then put the flour or whatever in there, and then have that to pour over my veggie, meat, and cheese mixture. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and get 3 eggs going. Well, in this case, since I'm doing 2, I'm going to use 6 eggs. So I'll just mix this stuff all up at one time. Okay. You know what? I got another deal. Let's see, because I might be able to beat everything at one time. Um, so talk to me. What y'all doing? Are you cooking already? Are you taking it easy today? Y'all know I cook every day mostly anyway. In fact, I cooked something last night and recorded it for y'all, but I just haven't gotten around to uploading. It's almost like something I can't help, y'all. Whenever I'm cooking, that camera seems like if I don't grab it right away, it almost calls my name. So let's get these eggs back in the fridge, y'all. Because I need to grab the milk out. I am using, let me see, people. I'm going to use, totally it's going to be 3 cups of milk, so. Okay, there's my milk in. Okay, and that's going to be probably too much, but that's okay. Okay, because one thing about this mixture, whatever I have left over, it can go right in the fridge and into the freezer, and I can use it at a later time. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get some more pie shells. So there goes my eggs, my milk. So 3 eggs, 3 cups of milk. I'm sorry, this is 6 eggs, 3 cups of milk, because I'm having 3 eggs per cup and a half of milk. That's what it is. And we're going to do a teaspoon of complete seasoning. We're going to put us a teaspoon of garlic. Remember, we got to keep it all mixed up, y'all. Teaspoon of garlic powder. Okay. So now, I'm not going to put any salt in there at all. No salt, y'all. So what I'm going to do next is go ahead and put it into my blender apparatus and get it blended up really, really good. And then I'll pour, let me go ahead and do the flour. I've got cornstarch somewhere. Let's see. I'll tell you what. I've got breadcrumbs also. So I think I'm just going to use me a couple tablespoons of breadcrumbs. Those breadcrumbs will give a little bit more flavor to it. We're going to use about a couple tablespoons of breadcrumbs in there. Okay. So you can either use 2 teaspoons of flour or a couple tablespoons of breadcrumbs. And we're going to go ahead and use our spoon here. Give that a little bit of a stir. Okay. This can be done so many different ways, y'all. Okay. So let me get back over here. I'm going to be off camera and I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and get this mixture beat up real good in my blender. And we're going to get this show on the road. So hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we're getting ready to put these quiche together. I've got the mixture all done. I got my 6 eggs, 3 cups of milk, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of just a teaspoon of seasoned, complete seasoning. What am I trying? I'm stumbling and bumbling over that. But anyway, I got all my ingredients here ready, and we're getting ready to put these quiche together so we can do what? Get them in the oven, because in about maybe an hour and a half or so, these folk of mine are going to be here ready to eat. So we're going to be using, this is Food Line brand Mexican blend. It has 4 different cheeses in it: Monterey Jack, cheddar, Asiago, and quesadilla cheese. And this is an Italian blend of mozzarella, smoked provolone, Parmesan, and Asiago, and Romano cheese. So we got all kinds of cheeses going in here. So we're going to get this party started, right, y'all? We're going to start with I'm going to be making the ground turkey and bacon. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and start with the ground turkey. Okay, I am going to put in my pan one of these big spoons of ground turkey. Okay, one in each one. We don't, like I said, we don't want to go overdo it with the meats because we got to leave room for our cheeses. Okay, now this is going to be the meat. Now the cheese, what I'm going to do, I'm going to spread that out. And by the time we get all this going in here, and this is like I'm going to put a, this is the equivalent of maybe a half cup of cheese. And each one of these, this is my Italian blend. Okay. Whew, that smells good, y'all. Okay. Right. I think I'm just going to mix them up and put them like so. Then we're going to go with this other blend of cheese. We're going to put a spoon of that in there. Okay. Okay. Spoon of that in there. Okay. Like I said, this is enough easy for 4 quiche. Because remember, you gotta have a room in there to pour your egg and milk mixture. And I got way more than enough of that. I know I'm gonna have to go back to the store market. These quiche here will be gone today. Trust me, I already know that. I usually cook enough so the kids can take one home, but didn't do it this time. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put some onions. Spread me some onions out on there. Those onion on there. Okay. Those onions smell good, y'all.
Megan, what do you think? Do you think that people aren't saying to him, maybe you need to step to the side? What's your thought process on what you're saying?
Something so good, y'all.
Three things, just because again, I want to know what's going on, and I appreciate hearing from the doctors. And Dr. Burks was really good yesterday.
Okay. That chicken is smelling good too in there. So you see what I mean about how much of this the ingredients you put on them, because you want enough. You don't want to overdo it. Is what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm.
Anticipation that possibly in September we can go back to reality, but if there's going to be another surge, that's obviously not the case.
Nice. Remember, so I still got that bacon to put on here. So again, we don't want to get carried away with one thing or the other. Okay. Well, that's maybe enough for one more. Maybe not four, but for one more, I'll make one more. This, and then for the fourth one, I'll probably do I could put some broccoli in one. You see what I'm saying? But when, I just got a feel for what I know I need to have in each one to make it like it needs to be. Okay, so now we got enough of those ingredients in there, and those two. So I'm gonna go ahead now and start pouring on some of my mixture. Let's see. I got that oven still waiting on me at 375, and I think it's gonna be all right. But we just want to make sure. I'm gonna put a little tad more of my complete seasoning into that mixture. I want that mixture to be. I don't want it to be the thing that didn't have enough whatever, so we're going to pour a little bit more. Okay. I want it real salty. Okay, I think that's plenty. So, I'm going to start with to see what a cup looks like. This is a little bit over a cup full. And I got plenty more left, trust me, y'all. Okay. Now remember, this is gonna cook and puff up, and it's gonna be all right. Okay.
Well, before we go to break, we learned that Senator Elizabeth Warren's brother, Air Force veteran Donald Reed Herrick, lost his battle with the coronavirus. And we are sending her and her family and their family all of our sympathies. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Still ahead, betting your life. The Las Vegas mayor says she wants to gamble on reopening casinos and other businesses, as long as they figure out how to do it. That's their job. That's a real job. So what is her job exactly?
When your psoriasis is back, it can be hard to see what's possible, but the possibilities become clear.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I want to top this off now
Clear skin. With Taltz,
with
90% of those with moderate to severe psoriasis saw a significant improvement of their psoriasis
That's
plaques.
a Cornbread.
100% clear skin.
I'm coming, y'all.
You're allergic to Taltz. The 4-star
I'm looking for my
psoriasis.
dry Romano cheese container. There it is, I found it. A little bit more Romano cheese. We want lots of cheese in this. A little bit more. This is I'll show y'all the front of it as soon as I get done here. And I'm gonna top this with the bacon, y'all. Okay. This Romano cheese just has that nice stinky flavor like I like. Okay. Now, just a little bit more cheese here. A little bit more cheese on top, about another 1/4 cup on top, y'all. I'm making a mess here. Got cheese everywhere. But this is what happens in the kitchen sometimes, y'all. This is what happens. See what happens when you don't stop and clean up your mess? Now, y'all know I'm about to have a connection, so what I'm going to do is pause for the calls. This is okay.
You know, I performed in Vegas for years. We've done you in Vegas. Every one of us has spent time in Vegas. This is the most insane thing I've ever heard. And as a
Okay.
I mean, I look at what the mayor
Now,
is doing around the country to keep their city.
we're going to go ahead and get our bacon going on there. Now, I got this bacon crumbled up. This is 8 slices of bacon, y'all.
You love Vegas. Would you want to go anywhere near a casino right now?
Yeah, I do. I think everybody knows that I try and go to Vegas 2 or 3 times a year, depending on obviously we can't right now. I watched this yesterday, and this is one of those interviews that like went viral. For all of
So actually, it's like 4 strips of bacon per
flabbergasted by her answers, and she's 81, Mayor Goodman.
quiche.
She is in the box of the highest likelihood of someone who would get the virus.
This is gonna be good, y'all. Y'all already know that, though, don't you? Y'all already know this is gonna be really, really, really good. And I think this makes just for a nice, just something a little bit different. And if there's some left over, that's why I always make 4 in hopes of having some left over. Because that next morning with a cup of coffee, honey, you can't beat a nice slice of quiche, a hot cup of coffee, or a hot cup of tea. And even if you want to take a little bit farther and have you a bowl of grits with it, you know, in this case it already has the bacon, but whatever. But a nice slice of quiche works any day of the week for me. So what we're gonna do, the oven is already at 375 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and get it into the oven at 375, and we're gonna let it bake for about 45 minutes, and it should be okay. Okay. All right. Now we need to check our chicken. Before I put the quiche in, let me check on my chicken.
That's why I was clearing it up. Joy, how can these politicians take risks with the people who put them in office?
Listen, I'm thinking they're making a role for her in the White House. She fits right in there. You better watch your back, Kellyanne.
Okay, y'all. What I'm going to do, because it's time for me to go ahead and start glazing my chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and get my chicken out of here. Get those quiche in. And they can be cooking while I'm doing this. Okay. First quiche in. Second quiche in. So now the quiche is going in at 2:30. 3 o'clock. 3:15, these quiche ought to be ready. Okay. So we're just gonna keep it rolling. I'll do my other cleanup. Okay. These are my chicken drums. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting them ready. Get this out of the way. Okay. I wish I had those other pie shells. I could go ahead and get these things baked, because you know quiche freezes really good. I mean, you won't believe, and it freezes over a period of time as well. So, if you dare to make quiche and make a lot of it, and you got some left over, trust me, you can leave it in the refrigerator frozen for a good little while. Okay, let's get back here to the chicken. Let's move this over here. This is my little pan. Okay. I'm going to use the pan. I used the same pan last night, and I just sort of left it and put it away. So what I've got here is a cup of strawberries. Okay, last night I made my own strawberry preserves because I did some little pork medallions with strawberry sauce. So I made this strawberry sauce. I got a cup of it left over, and then I'm going to add to it a cup of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. That should be about a cup. We're going to mix this in real good. And, okay, for those of you who did not see my rendition of this sauce last night on when I did those medallions, real simple. I used 3 cups of strawberries, a half cup of brown sugar, a half a stick of butter, a pinch of salt, a half a teaspoon, half of a tablespoon of garlic powder, and I just let it cook until these strawberries, see how the strawberries are in there, they're broken all the way down, and what it did was just make like a strawberry preserve. And you talk about something good, it's just right by itself. So now I'm going to use it today with that barbecue sauce, and it's going to be good. And we're going to glaze. These chicken legs have been cooking probably, okay, because I want to thin this out a little bit. I'm just going to take the broth. There's a little bit of broth in this, on this baking sheet. See that little bit of broth? I'm going to pour that instead of water, because I was going to thin it out anyway. instead of water. I'm going to use that. How about that? And that keeps all that flavor in there to thin it. And let's see if that thins it like I want. Because I don't want it to get so thick that it burns. Because you know, if it's thick and sweet, it's going to burn quickly. So I got the heat on under here to heat this up so to thin it out even more. And I'm going to put this on. I'm going to hopefully have enough left for dipping. Okay. We always want to have a little bit in case anybody wants a little bit for dipping. But this is my strawberry barbecue sauce. That is wonderfully yummy. So, I think what I'm going to try, let me try something. If these will cooperate with me, I'm going to do them like this. I'm going to take each one. Yeah, I think I got enough sauce. I can just do this with them. I'm going to dip them. Let them get nice and coated. There we go. Turn the heat down. Uh-oh. We're getting it on the burner, y'all. Can't get that sweet stuff on the burner. Can't get it on the burner. Okay. And when we put these back in the oven, now we don't have to wash them. Because we only want them for glaze. They don't necessarily need to cook anymore because they're already done. These are sort of stuck a little bit. Okay. This is going to be so good and yummy, y'all. This is just a quicker way, I think, of coating these and make sure they get, and this way you don't have to turn them and coat them on each side. You can just keep them going, dip them in there, and keep it moving. And as we glaze them, we want to let them crisp up a little bit. They'll get a little crisp on the outside, and they're gonna be really, really good. And that chicken, oh my goodness! If I wasn't already just gonna use the strawberry, you could just eat the chicken just like it is, because that seasoning on here has gone through all night long, and I'm here to tell you, it's ready, y'all. The seasoning is ready. Oh yeah, we'll have plenty for dipping. Plenty left for dipping. Okay, I can just turn the fire from under that. And these nice little ladies here are going to be ready to go back into the oven here shortly. But this is just one of those things, you know, you want to do something different and creative, something you know the kids going to like, because they're going to love the strawberry preserves on there. So to get a little fruit in the diet, even though it's got the brown sugar, it's not going to hurt nothing. On there, 1/4 cup, I think, is what I put in there. You put the little sweet baby rays in there. So now, like I said, you got plenty of dipping sauce. Wonderful. Wonderful. So all this is done. So these are ready to go back into the oven and finish cooking. Again, like I said, I think I've left them. Okay, y'all, it's time to get the green beans. Yep, green beans again in rotation. My family just loves these green beans, so as long as they love them, I'll just continue to cook them. These are our usual collard green beans, and all we do, this is a 2-pound bag of green beans that I'm starting out with, and I'm going to slice some onion and put in there, and in the pan I started out with some olive oil, or you can use, and I'm going to put also a little bit, you can put all olive oil, all margarine, or whatever, but I do half and half most of the time. So what I'm doing is putting, I got olive oil in the bottom of the pan. No water in this at all. No water needed. Okay? So a medium onion, I'm going to put half of it in right here. And this is just to give it a little bit extra added flavor. Put that onion in between there. Couple pieces of green pepper in there. And I'm going to get it with my a tablespoon of complete seasoning in there. A fourth of a cup of brown sugar. I'm sorry, eighth of a cup because the whole thing's gonna be a fourth. And I had just some turkey bacon left over, so I'm just gonna crumble that in there for right now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put in, get that going pretty much, yeah. Okay. Ooh, that smells good. It's not even hardly cooking yet, y'all. You know how veggies do. I'm going to go ahead and pour my other 2-pound bag of green beans. I always cook 4 pounds because these kids, when the kids all just eating them, and Kareem eats, I think, a pound at a time. He loves the green beans, which is good. Put the rest of that onion in there. Another little piece of green pepper in there. A little bit, another teaspoon, couple teaspoons of that complete seasoning in there. And my other, if we're going to put all together, it's like a fourth of a cup of brown sugar in these green beans. Okay? And I believe that's going to do it for the seasoning today because I got that complete seasoning. You know, complete seasoning does just what it says. It completely seasons these beans. I'm going to put some Smart Start in there, and I'm going to cover them, and they're going to cook for about 45 minutes. Okay, we got, let's see. I didn't even open that particular one. So I'm going to put about a fourth of a cup of my Smart Start in there. And once I put the lid on, that everything will start melt down through there. In a few minutes, I'll go back in there and stir and just let them cook for about 45 minutes, and you'll have a good old pot of the Tara's green beans, as I call them. Ever since Tara came back in, she come last fall, spring, so it's been a few months back. Matter of fact, it's been about a year ago now. But ever since she came and did those green beans, we fell in love with how she does her green beans, and they're still Tara's green beans. So we're going to go ahead now, because I've got broccoli salad back in rotation, and we're going to get that going here in just a few seconds while those green beans go ahead and do their thing. Okay, we're going to do some quick seasoned jasmine rice to go along with this meal. So it's going to be jasmine rice, all my seasonings out of the cabinet, a few veggies that will go in there. In fact, I think I'll use the veggies that I use for my, since I only got a few left, the same veggies that I used in my quiche. So we're just going to season this water up real good, put some margarine in there, throw those veggies in, and throw that good old jasmine rice in. So hold on just a minute, let me get my veggies out. Okay, y'all, here we go. I got 2 cups of water in my pot. I'm putting a teaspoon of minced garlic, a teaspoon of dry garlic, and I've got some of these little unsalted herb box packets, which is chicken flavor. I'm going to put a couple of those. My oven, my quiche is ready to come out. I got the chicken out. Okay. And I'm going to put in about 2 teaspoons rather of complete seasoning. Just stir that all up real good. Oh, I need some butter, y'all. I need a stick of butter. I'm going to put in a stick of Smart Start. Well, I can get it open. There it is. It's open. That's about a good stick of butter. And very You notice I haven't put any salt in so far. Okay. No salt so far. That's going to be some really good seasoned up rice. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some of my marsala seasoning in there. Like I said, I'm trying to do everything I can not to put salt. Okay. That's about a teaspoon of my marsala. I don't want more than a teaspoon. It has got a little kick to it, and I don't want to get it hot. And plus, y'all know I'm stingy with this. I'm real stingy with this. So, I got all of that going on. So, if you don't have the marsala, put you some turmeric in there, and the turmeric will do just as well. Because this has turmeric, it has everything in it. So, now, I think I'm about ready. I don't want any chase of it. So, this is nice and brothy. I'm going to put that jasmine. You know, jasmine rice has a mind of its own, honey. I love me some jasmine rice. And somebody asked me about, what's the big deal about jasmine rice? Jasmine rice has a flavor of its own, and it has a very aromatic, very good flavor to it. So I just love the flavor of jasmine rice, so that's why I love to use it versus just regular plain white rice. Now, this is a seasoned salt, half a teaspoon, just to knock the edge off. And that's all the salt, y'all. Half a teaspoon. So, I'm going to go ahead and remember now that seasoned package of, and this is, I'm going to put 2 cups of rice. Y'all know I ain't measuring that. This is going to be 2 cups of rice. Okay. That's a good 2 cups, I think. Yeah, that's 2 cups. And I'm just going to put it in there, and it's going to cook in about 20 minutes. And when it gets done, we're going to have us some good old seasoned jasmine rice. Yeah, I think those quiche are about ready to come out. I'm going to get them ready out, get them out of here in just a second. But you got to bring that rice to a complete boil. And when it starts boiling, just cover it and let it cook for, 20 minutes. Oh, lid. There's that lid. And I think my quiche is calling my name. It's calling me very loudly. I keep forgetting I have not made my broccoli salad in a long time. I got to get the pan out and make it. I already got my veggies chopped except for the onion, and the other stuff is just real simple to do. Okay. Whew. Y'all give me a minute and I'll have those quiche out. Y'all can look at it. Yay. Yay for the quiche. Yay for the quiche, y'all. Okay, so as you can see, the quiche is out. The quiche is out, y'all. I gotta check on this rice now. We don't want the rice to stick. And remember, you have to stir that rice, otherwise it'll stick on you right quick now. Especially when you got that heat up high, which is what it's trying to do on me right now. But I think I caught it, in time. I'm gonna go ahead and lower that heat now, because I need to go ahead and cover it and let it steam for another, this has about 15 minutes on it now. Cover it, just let it sit there and do its thing. Okay, that quiche is ready. Aren't those beautiful? And there's the other one, okay? So we're just gonna push them on the back burner, so to speak. I think everything is almost ready. We're going to get to doing the broccoli salad now. I'm going to have a sink full of dishes. Because what I did not do was stop and clean as as I was going to say, when you don't stop to clean as you go on, and this mess piles up. But I needed to get my food on and cooking, so we're going to be right back in a minute. Okay, y'all, I'm back, and guess what's back with me? Broccoli salad. We're going to do a broccoli salad. Haven't done this in a while. So, let's start with my broccoli that I've already, now since this crisis has been going on, I'm doing a little extra wash, any kind of wash rather, on my veggies, especially veggies like spinach and lettuce, broccoli. So what I decided to do, because I'm a chlorine girl anyway, so what I've done here, I bring these home, wash them off real good, clean them up, chop them up. I make me a chlorine solution, sudsy chlorine solution, I might add. Wash them 5 or 6 times, come back, warm water, do it again and again and again until I feel comfortable with it. So I do as much washing as I think I need to do to be safe, because these vegetables, just like anything else, I mean, we just have to do what we have to do in order to continue to enjoy the things that we enjoy eating, drinking, and doing in life. I mean, so, we're not going to shut down everything. I know people have what they have to say about anything with or without this crisis. So that's just one of the things that I did to make sure my vegetables are clean, all my veggies. So here goes a medium red onion, or 3/4 of a medium red onion. I didn't use quite all of it. These onions are supposed to be sweet. They're not as sweet as I thought they were going to be. So I sort of use 3/4 of a medium red onion. And then I'm going to put a couple of raisins in there. Okay, just that simple. I mean, we're talking super simple. One of the best salads that will ever part your lips. Okay, chunk as I call it. Just chunk it up really, really good. Now the cheese and bacon bits in this dish are optional. So since I got some grated cheese, I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of grated cheese in here just to bump it up, and because I have it, sometimes I don't even have the cheese, but it tastes just as good without the cheese. So I'm going to use some cheese. And you know what? It's your cheese of choice. And all you really need in here, if you're going to use cheese, about a 1/4 cup for this much, You don't need a lot of cheese. So at this point, I'm just going to put that 1/4 cup of cheese right on in there. We'll get in there. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to put any salt in this. Notice I haven't put any salt. And I don't plan to. And look, I also put brown sugar in here, or white sugar, whatever you choose, or not. If you don't want to put sugar, don't put sugar. If you can't have sugar, or not comfortable with putting sugar, I'm going to put about a 1/4 cup of sugar in here. Okay, so yeah, a good 1/4 cup. Put that brown sugar in there, or white sugar, whatever sugar you use. I like brown sugar because it has that good old molasses flavor to it. And each ingredient that I put in here, some chunking into it, because we're gonna eat this today, and I want everything, all those seasonings to go through. So this is just one way of getting the seasoning into it. So after I get all this done, I'm gonna go ahead and probably end up using a 1.5 to 2 cups of mayo. So it's mayo time for this. So that's a cup. I'm gonna start with 1.5 cups and see, because one thing about broccoli, it is a water food, so it's gonna secrete a lot of juices and it's gonna get watery. So along the way back tomorrow, you'll see the juices start to form in there, and that's okay, because that's part of what flavors and seasons this particular dish. Let me get you back in frame. I didn't realize I was out of frame like that. Y'all excuse me. Okay. Let's get right. I can get you right down on top of there. Okay, there we go. This broccoli salad is made, y'all. All we doing now is mixing and chumping into it to make sure that all of the ingredients get infused into that broccoli. This is a wonderful dish. It's a salad, side dish, main dish. However you want to use it, it is wonderful however you use it. And for those of you who have made this dish, y'all can vouch for me, spread the word on it. I haven't made it. For one time, I think we were getting gorged on it. So, it's back in rotation, as I call it, y'all. And this broccoli here, this amount here could easily feed 10 people. Because you know what? It's not like entree. It's a side dish. It's something to enhance a meal, but we eat it pretty much like it's a main entree because it's so good. And you eat it however you want to, but just make sure you get everything all mixed up real good. And once you get it all mixed up, put it into a container, something like this, or whatever containers you use. And I think that is enough mayo in it. You're gonna let it sit for a while, at least an hour to 30 minutes, so it'll have time to let your mayo get infused into it. Put it in there and chill it for a little bit, and you're ready to serve it with your favorite meal, as a side dish, as a salad, or as a main dish, however you want to do it. So, broccoli salad is done. Be right back. Okay, y'all, dinner is done. Green beans, Tyra's green beans, my seasoned jasmine rice with veggies. Let's come on around this way, and we can start here on this front burner. That's a bacon, ground turkey, veggie quiche. On the back burner, my barbecue strawberry chicken, and of course there's that beautiful, wonderful, been missing for a little while, broccoli salad. So we're going to sit back, relax, and enjoy this meal today. Hope y'all got something good on the menu. Or if you don't have it already made, hope you're on the way to making it. Hope you had a God bless day today, and that you will continue to pray without ceasing, y'all. It's hot in this kitchen. I'm getting ready to get out of here, so I'm going to make it short and sweet today. Keep those prayers going up now so the blessings will continue to come down. And until I decide to cook it again, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for your support. Remember now, subscribe and hit the like button. How about that? I remember to say it today. So, thank y'all so much. Continue to pray without ceasing, reconciling those differences, and praying for each other through this crisis. Until I decide to cook again, y'all, I love you so much. Toodaloo.